Hello. Hey, Miss Linda. How are you? Okay, so I am over here sharing the live. Hello. So I went to the Houston Quilt Market for the first time. And let me tell you, so it was really, really good. I had a great time. I met some really nice people. But I think the biggest thing to note is it was extremely cold in the building. Hey, Dimps. It was a lot of stuff. Like there's gonna be so many new fabrics and patterns release coming for the fall. So, as a business owner, the quilt market is um is before quilt festival, which is going on right now. So, oh my goodness, you get to go and learn about all the new things that are being released. You get to talk to the designers, talk to the people that make the fabric. You get to talk to all the folks that make all the notions and the things that we love. And you also get to talk to all of the vendors of our machines. So everybody was there. Handy Quilter, brother, Janome, Bernina, everybody. Like it was pretty awesome. And then anything that's new and coming out for next year was also there, and they gave us some of it. Show you one. So like this is a new fabric from um the Cuddle People, Shannon's Fabrics, and this is my new scarf. So I'm gonna be wearing this for the winter. It's really pretty. They gave it to me. I was pretty excited because they were giving you all kinds of stuff. And you got to go to their classes and see all of that stuff as you did that. I think a couple things. So one, I want to show you guys a couple of my what I call either finds or something someone gave me. I have lots of bags. I mean, lots of bags. I even took in threw everything out of my suitcase and put all my stuff in that I got from there. So that was just how bad it was. But so this bag is by one of my favorite scissor and rotary maker. As a matter of fact, I use I have their rotary, this one here. So I like them so much that I bought the entire set, and I bought me another the larger rotary. So and they have everything very sleek and colored. So this is black on black, and this is my new 60-inch rotary. And so I love this thing. It can cut through 12 layers of leather. Like, I mean, it's like the bomb. So I also bought scissors, and the owner, her name is Ursula. She is pretty cool young lady. I actually have photos and things to show as well. So she and I had some conversations because we had met in Texas before. Hey, Miss Veronica. And so, oh, that's cute. They got a little thank you card in here. But these are my 10-inch scissors. and they have the black handle, so they're black on black. Um, and I like all things black, of course. And then I have the 8-inch scissors, and they have stainless steel, titanium. Is it titanium? They have stainless steel, metal. They have all different types of material for their scissors. So this is the 8-inch, and then now these I purchased, but I've been thinking about selling them actually. So um, there's that. Now, the one thing I love, and I know we all love because we sew, it's snips. Like, they have the best snips. Now, let me show you. So, like, when I first put them on my finger, I put them on this finger and was going to use them like this. And she's like, nope, move it to your ring finger. Honey, when I move these things to my ring finger, I was like wanting to cut everything. I was over there like, okay, I'm going to cut this up now. And so, and it comes with a little cap that you put on here. And so, but it fits on your finger. And when I tell you, it is very comfortable. And you can snip, snip, snip. Now they're out of Canada, but let me tell you, these are to me just as good as those other ones. And I'm trying to remember the name of those now. These are the cute ones. So, you know, when I'm gonna do my next video and I have my little snips out, they have the colorful ones. So I got 2 pair. The other thing too is they have their warranty is really, really good. So it's like a I want to say it was lifetime is what she told me, because I remember that from a few years back when I bought my other rotary. And then I just bought me some blades. Now, if we live close, or I mean, if I wanted to pay the fees and my blades get dull, I can always ship them back. Now, Miss Veronica, for you, she has pink handle shears, like my all black. She got pink ones too. She gave me a little free one here. But yes, so they have pink, and that's LDH scissors, and I absolutely love them. It's female owned, and yeah, I love their scissors. So these will be going in my scissor caddy very soon. Um, let's see. The other thing that I purchased was there's a company that's also another female owned company that um, they have ironing pads. They actually make ironing boards as well, and they make ironing boards where you don't have to worry about um the weight of them, moving them around, because it's on wheels when you want to move it. It's really easy. It's tall. And so they have these pads. So this thing is like 9 layers. And basically you can iron on it, but the back of it can sit on anything. And the way she demonstrated it to me was she had me put my hand underneath this. She had a hot iron and was ironing on top of my hand. I felt absolutely nothing. So, you know, I like to iron. I sewed. I was sewed. I was sewed. So, you know, of course, I bought it. Now, the one big thing about that is when you first get it home, you spray it down with a little water, and you have to iron it for 5 straight minutes to get it flat like that. And so I did it for 5 minutes. It got flat. It was great. So, oh my God. The next best thing I found, or that was there, was Best Press. So, Best Press was there. And here's the thing. So you get like this discount when you buy at the market because we're business owners. So they had this. Unfortunately, I couldn't put the gallon in my bag. And I don't know about shipping. I was like, well, shipping might cost the same as it would be for me buying it here. So I was like, ah. But I bought the stuff I could put in my bag. So like they got a little thing. They had like a little bitty travel pack of all the different ones. So like if I'm going to a retreat or something, I can take my own little best press in the little bottles. And then they had this stuff that they were letting people try, and basically it's called made by hand. So a couple things. So it helps with nicks and scratches, swollen skin, dry skin, but it also helps for picking up things. So like when you are dealing with the needles and the fabric, it gives your hand kind of a silky feel so that you could actually pick up things. But it's made by Mary Ellen's, who makes Best Press. So they were giving these as so you could try them out. And I liked it. So like she was like, just try it. Oh, it felt like initially it felt like what's that stuff we were using all the time? Or we still use probably the stuff you rub in your hands for the geez, I can't think about it. I mean, I can't think of it. It's for cleaning your disinfectant. It's like that stuff. So it felt like that initially, and then you could actually put it went away and your hands felt silky. Now, Best Press also has a brand new solution, which is what I was going to show you. So this one is called Firm and Stiff Press. So this is the new one, and it's called Firm. Let's see. I think my light's shining a bit bright there, but it's called Firm Press. So this is the new one. And I didn't know they had so many Best Press scents. I mean, I always use like linen, but you know. So now also, the other thing I got. Now I like Martelli, of course, because I use their rotary cutter as well. So now if I have a lot of fabric to cut, I'm normally going to use my Martelli. Yep, sanitizer. Thank you, Miss Veronica. So normally I use my Martelli if I'm cutting a whole lot of fabric. I use my LDH when I have like I'm running doing something quick or just trimming up a quilt or something like that. So I went to the Martelli booth and they had a really good deal I couldn't pass up on the round table. So I bought the round cutting mat because it was on sale and I couldn't pass it up. Yes, yes, yes. And it came with the pressing board. Bam. So I got all three pieces. Had a really good deal. So yes, I could not pass it up. And I love Martelli. The tables, they had the new table there that does all the things. It slants to the side, comes up tall. I mean, it does everything. Probably would make you coffee if you plugged it in right. But they had everything. So then there is a thing at the first night of Quilt Market they call a spree. Honey, let me tell you, the spree was a thing. So much so, let me see. I want to show y'all because let me just tell you, the spree was a thing, honey. And I was just amazed at all the people at the spree. And people had been standing out there for like 2 hours waiting to get in. So at the spree, they will have things, and Moda had material. There was so much stuff. There was like wool vendors, organ needles was there. Like this is like the the people that came early that wanted to go to the spree. You have to pay for it, but oh my God. Some people were standing in line for several hours after the classes waiting to get into the spree. Now, me, I had went and ate and had me a drink. I ain't had time for no line. So I was standing on the side watching them go in because I'm like, y'all go get what y'all need. Reminded me of Black Friday or the Thursday after Thanksgiving when Walmart opened. Nope. Okay, I'll stand over here and watch y'all and I'll see what happens when we go in. That was me. Okay, so I mean, I'm just special. We all know. So let me show y'all because I have video and I thought it was hilarious. I was like, man, the spree is a thing. The spree is a thing. So, like, give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see it. Because, honey child, let me tell you, it was a thing. And I was just like, okay, I see y'all now. Yes, they were there. So, share my screen. Give me 1 second. Now, this is a spree. And all the people are just going in. I mean, let me make sure y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Uh-oh. Can y'all see my screen? Can somebody say? Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can see my screen or not. No. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. It says Mac doesn't support sharing system sound. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Oh, I know it. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I realize what I didn't do. I have to add the screen in order for you to see it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me put it back up here. Okay, so here it is. So these are all the people that were going in there early to see the event. And so you see people had their little empty bags. Everybody got their empty bags. They ready to shop. They were ready to shop. And look at everybody else recording it. Look at Caroline. So this young lady that's waving at me, her name is Carolina Moore, and she has invented this a lighted ruler, which is absolutely cool. And she does a lot of patterns. She just got her one of her other patterns was just set up with AccuQuilt. So now she's going to have one of their transfer dies on AccuQuilt. So it's going to be really, really cool. So yes, that was a lot of people, Miss Linda. Let me tell you, they went in there, they had a blast. I did too, don't get me wrong, because even though I went in there late, all of them were going to the Moda table. And so Moda has a ton of really, really nice fabric. And they were selling that fabric like really, 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 really inexpensively. And so people were buying it up. So now with my pad came this little pad. So this is called an ironing pad. It has several layers as well. So you put your finger in here and you can actually iron on here. Like if you have a small piece, you can iron on here. And they gave me an extra piece of fabric. So I think I'm gonna make me, I think I'm gonna make me another little pad, maybe out of one of my smaller ones for traveling. So I think I'm gonna make me a travel pad out of it. But yeah. So for the fabric, the stuff that was in the sale, let's talk about some of that stuff that was in the spree. So these are some wool, or this is flannel. So this is a flannel jelly roll. And so it's really cool. It's lots of colors. But that's a flannel jelly roll. And then I also got some other, these are called woolies. It's more flannel. Some more flannel. And then I got some larger ones as well. And some of the other colors. But when I tell you it feels amazing, it feels amazing. This is like the neutral tones. So those are like my little wool pieces. I can make a quilt out of it because I'm all about a cuddly quilt. I mean, I'm gonna have to have me a cuddly quilt now. And me and Shannon Fabrics, so we're gonna be friends because I need me some cuddles with that quilt material. With the bigger ones, now granted, there were a lot of fabric people there. I also got this. This is also this is their basics. So it it's not flannel, but it feels really, really good. And so and they have some different patterns and things in here. This is why I like this because it has some different ones, different looking lines and things that were in there. So it did really good. And then this is the larger of the ones that I got there. The other one. So this is the larger one. I think my light. There we go. So nope. I'm trying to fix my light, but that's those. Then I did get to hang out with the I went to the AccuQuilt to their demonstration and all of what they did. Now, one of the things that I did learn was that June Taylor, well, AccuQuilt bought June Taylor. And so a part of what they gave us there was one of these quilt as you go mug mats. So they gave us that in that class. Um, and then I have what else was in there? Excuse me. So the only other thing I think that oh no. So okay. We were about to leave, right? It was getting close to time before it was time to go from the spree. And this one company was like, everything on the table is $1. Just give us $1 and you can go. So the young lady had a whole bunch of free motion quilt gloves, and so or quilting gloves. So I bought some. This was she actually gave them to me for 10 for $15. So that was cool. And then the because they were selling the whole pack was $30 when I stopped by there earlier. So half price. And then like I got these little fat quarter packs. And so that was all that I actually got from the spree that I bought at the spree. Now, when market actually opens and you get to go around and talk to the vendors, there was some other different things that you could do. And so I stopped by Moda, and Moda was doing a demonstration on colors. And so I apologize. I'm moving over here because I literally have everything still in my suitcase. I'm just unpacking my suitcase with y'all. So Moda had the color thing. And one of the things that I liked about Moda was, I mean, when I tell you everyone that made something for their fabric material was there. But this lady was doing this review of the color card deck. So, say for instance, we're at home. I grabbed me one of these from back here, and I want to find something that match. What I would do is go inside of this color. Excuse me. Go inside of this color thing and pick some different sets of colors that I like to match it. And instead of taking my fabric to the store, I can just take my color cards to the store. That way I can match it up with anything I want. But I mean, you're always welcome to take your fabric to the store. But in the event you go into a store that has a lot of fabric, your color cards might be a little bit better because sometimes people be looking a little sketchy. So the color cards, and she actually gave this to us, all of us that were standing there, and it has really good instructions on how to pick your colors. So yeah, I really like it. It says break out the color wheels with 200 cards to mix, match, and plan for your shopping. So this is a way to help you plan the shop, to make sure you get the right colors. The other thing is I got to I went to a class that was talking about Tula Pink, and Tula was actually there. She showed us all of her new things. Um, and so she is releasing a new iron. She's also going to she's releasing a new iron, and she has a whole new line of fabric, of course. This new line of fabric is going to be called Roar. And when I tell you that fabric is gorgeous, it is beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. When I tell y'all, like, it's one of those things, like, I mean, I just don't even know what to say. Like, she did an amazing job. High precious pieces. Um, so the new fabric looks so good. And one of the things I'm gonna share and show you guys, because like, let me just tell you, it's amazing. It looks really, really good. Um, and like her presentation of it was pretty awesome. And so of course the funny thing was that people were doing all kinds of things, and they were actually just like showing her. And I mean, she was talking and she was showing us the all of her new fabrics and the things that they made with them, because when they release new fabrics, they actually also release new patterns. And so she was talking about the patterns and the things that she was planning to do with the patterns, and then how people had made the actual quilts to go along with her new fabrics. Actually, I think most of the designers actually talk about the new patterns that came with the new fabric, which I thought was really, really cool. So um that was, I mean, it was really good. So I really enjoyed it from that perspective. Now let me show you guys um her fabric. So this was Tula. Let me make this larger. Okay, I think you guys can see that. So, she was here. The quilt behind her is one of the ones that she is doing. Someone had made her this jacket, so that she could wear it. She was like, "Well, she thought it was gonna be kind of cool, but it was actually pretty hot outside." So she put it on just for that moment to say she wore the jacket. So that was pretty interesting. And this is like, so this, what you're seeing here is the panel of all the new fabrics. And with Roar, it's about dinosaurs. And she called the Triceratops a girl dinosaur. No, the T-Rex, sorry. The T-Rex she called a she. So it is very pretty. The quilt behind her is amazing. It is made up of all of the fabrics inside of the line. And so this is just more of the fabrics, and you see that huge quilt that's behind her as she's talking. Now, this is her new iron. She it is not cordless. It is um it's actually corded, but it is by Oliso. And so under the bottom of it, it says, "Please don't feed the fish." There are fish all around it, and then here's the little one. So there's a little mini, um, and it's also corded. So that was pretty much all of the things. Now, this was one of the ones that they did. I think it's paper piecing, cubing. but it looks 3D and it is really, really pretty. So um, that was that was basically um, that was basically what she had to share with us. So that was really cool. Now she did autograph what she called fish food for me, and she autographed one of these somewhere around here. But I did also later on I got to talk to her. So now the very first person I saw when I got to um the quilt market was Lisa from Embrilliance. And so I got to see her and I got to talk with her. And of course, you guys, some of you guys know that I just adore her because she's super, super smart. And so I did get to see her and talk with her. She was hanging out with All About Blanks. So she was in the All About Blanks booth with Miss, what's her name? Sandra. Oh gosh, I just forgot the All About Booth lady's name. But so she was in the booth with them. And so we got to hang out and chat a bit. And so again, like I said, she was the first person I ran into when I got there. So it's always good to see somebody that you know when you first get somewhere you've never been. So that was really cool. And I always, she's so nice, and I appreciate her a lot for that. Now I had talked to you guys about my scissors and the owner Ursula. So let's see. This is Ursula. Her eyes are closed there, but this is Ursula. And so Ursula is the owner of LDV, the scissors. And so love her. Now, one of the other classes that I went to was for, I can't remember the name, but this new pattern is called it's about sunflowers. It's all about sunflowers, and they have some beautiful blues and some beautiful blacks and yellows. So it's coming and it's Sunny by Julia somebody, but I can't remember. um the other person that I thought was cool is the Gourmet Quilter. And so the Gourmet Quilter, she does a lot with scrap material. So if you have scrap material, she can show you how to use it. She's like, don't throw it away. We can make a quilt. And so that's exactly what she did. She made quilts with all her scraps, which was pretty freaking awesome. So then she showed us a lot of her quilts that she made with all the scraps. As you can tell, that's like a whole bunch of different colors, but it looks really good. And so that is the Gourmet Quilter. So she was super nice. We had a good time. Now, a lot of you guys know my quilty BFF, Mac and I hung out after we were hanging out after when we got into, so this is in the spree. So this is the first night of the spree, and we were in there over there talking to the people at Oregon Needle. So that was pretty cool. Now this one is from Moda. Nope, that's not Moda. It must have been, what's the other company? It's a big company too. um oh, I can't think of their name, but they had a beautiful show. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember. I'll think about it later. Now, my other new BFF is Gunrun from GS Designs. And I told her I was going to become a stripologist because she has these rulers. And with her rulers, you basically learn how to make strips and cut things and do all that stuff. So that is the plan. I took a bunch of pictures of quilts that I liked and things that I saw. And so this was by Free Spirit. Like, I really, really want to make this quilt when I get more mature in my quilting, because that is beautiful and I would love to have that. Um, and then I found somebody that had made puzzles because I wanted to make some puzzles. So I'm still gonna make my own puzzles, but I like it. It was done by Coffee. I think that's how he pronounces his name, Mr. Coffee. And so Now, my fun notion. So, this was a notion that I thought was super cool. It doesn't get released until I want to say sometime after March of next year, but it is really cool. So, literally, what she's doing is she's making her binding for the quilts by just setting it up there, and she's putting it in that middle section, and then she's going to put it in there, close the sides, and then she's just going to pull it through, and it will automatically make the binding for her. So it's going to crease it and everything. Like, she doesn't even have to sew it. And so that's all she does. And it is ready to go. Like, literally, you can put it on your quilt and sew it. Here's the please don't feed the fish. And a closer look at the iron. And here's the little one. And then there's Fabric Cafe. And so this is the lady from Fabric Cafe. She has a new line of material called the Stash. I think it's called the Stash. And this is one of the new quilts from that new line of fabric. And it's so pretty. Then I went over to Floriani and R&K, talked to those guys for a little bit. And this is Carolina's new ruler. As you can see, it is lit. Like, it's 5.5 by 5.5, but you can actually put it on your fabric and see. So there's a little button that's right here that you press and it lights it up. I mean, really cool. And that's Carolina right there. Then Miss Annie, she has some new bags by Annie.com. She has this new one. It's called Courtside. It has all the pockets. Miss Veronica, you will love this thing. I saw like 15 of them. It's so super nice. And it's a backpack. So it's a backpack. It holds your rackets if you play tennis or something like that. So when I say cool, it was really, really cool. Oh, it's sold out? Is that what she's saying? Are you saying Courtside is sold out, Miss Veronica? So then she also has the Diddy bag, and she has 5 other ones somewhere. In my little list of things, I have the list of all of her bags. So this is the Diddy bag, 2.0, and so it has quite a few other things in it. So it has all 3 sizes. There's all 3 sizes for that bag, which was really cool. And so, oh man, so this these guys so steady. They are making longer tables to fit around your sewing machine. So it's 100% acrylic. They have put stands on them. Took the measurements around the base of the machine and made additional tables. Now, the good thing about these tables, or the nice thing about them, is that they are super slick. So if you wanted to do some free motion quilting or something like that, things just slide around it. So it was really, really cool to see them actually sewing on it and using it, because it really had the crowd. Like, people were like paying attention and looking at it. Now, the other thing that they sell is this thing um to make you do circles. So it's like there's a little pin and a thing that you have your material, and it literally moves it around in a circle so that you can create a stitching circle pattern if you wanted to. And that was really, really cool though. Because I mean, it's moving in a circle. Now, this was funny. So I mean, he was on the street across the street from the convention center. They were having a Ronald McDonald conference, and of course, that was Ronald McDonald's shoe. So I was like, "Got to take a picture. You got to take a picture." Um, and this is Mr. Coffee, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Um, so he's the one who has who did the puzzles. So he's the one who did the puzzles. And then that's Adam. So Adam has been up here to Dallas quite a bit because Adam, he used to do some things with Stitch House and train. He trains on Handy Quilter, but he's also he has a Handy Quilter. I think he has the one that begins with an I. He literally also was over in the booth for the threads for Superior. So I got to meet him thanks to Miss Annie. Is it Miss Annie? No. Diane. So thanks to Diane from Handy Quilter, she introduced us. So yes, I got to meet him and we got to hang out. He's a pretty cool guy. And so these are the new modern mixed colors that Floriani had, which was really pretty. Like they have some pretty colors. Okay, I found my By Annie thing so I can tell you what the new ones are. So they have Courtside, they have the Diddy bags, they have one that was out to lunch. It was already sold out. I hated that because that thing is so cool. Then there was Payday and the So Simple wallet, which is freaking amazing, and it was sold out. So all the new ones except for those two were sold out when by the time I got there. I was like, man. And so I think they had people they were getting another shipment in before Quilt Festival. So they probably have new ones now, but from what I've seen online, it's gone again because people were just buying them like it's a really good thing. And then I was able to pick up the new catalog with all of her bags in them. So yeah, I think that was really, really good. Now, one of the other classes I went to was on trademarking and making sure that you had your trademarks for your company. That was really good. So I ended up buying the book. And so hopefully they'll ship it to me soon. But yeah, so I bought the book for the trademark thing because it gave you all the steps to do like one by one of here's what we have for trademarking. So literally it was all the trademark stuff. So I really, really enjoyed it. Now, here's my picture with Tula. And then we got fancy because we both thought we had on cute shoes. So we had our iron and in hand. And then let's see who else is there. The Funky Friends Factory. They sell all the soft stuffed toys you ever want to see. They're out of Australia, but the two ladies are really nice. This lady up here, Pauline, is she's the maker and designer of all the Funky Friends Factory. So that was really cool. Now this is another Miss Pauline. This Miss Pauline has created a new technique for doing quilting basically one block at a time. And she is a gadget girl, just like I am, because y'all know I'm a gadget girl. I love all the new toys, all the new notions and gadgets. So she has a gadget that will help you create your sashes. Like basically, it does it for you. Like it is such a cool thing. Let me see. Um, hmm. Let me see where mine is because of course, I bought it. Hello, you know me. I bought it because I thought it was cool and it was like a really good gadget. So what it does is you take your fabric and you put it twice as big. You cut it twice as big as what you want, so double the size of what you want it to be. I can't find it, guys. Oh, here it is. Twice the size of what you want it to be. Um, and then you fold it one end, the other end. So you fold it in half. And then once you fold it in half, you can pull it through this thing here and you have your sashing. So she builds her quilts one block at a time. But she also uses like monopoly thread, which I got a bunch of it back there. So the monopoly thread is the clear thread where you can see through it and all of that. But her YouTube channel is Pauline's Quilter's World. Miss Pauline is the bee's knees. And so she has a lot a lot of videos out there. She's an amazing teacher because like since I got home, I've just been listening to her channels too. And the lady is amazing, like really amazing. And so she's pretty cool. She's been a quilter for a long time. And very, very cool. The other thing that I found was So Tight Magnum. They are a magnetic company. So these young ladies, I met their mom, super nice. But these young ladies are they have taken the industry by storm because they just created something that I think people are gonna love. Which is, when you're trying to get your fabric stable, when you're trying to do like cut something, they've created a ruler that has magnets on the inside and you can actually weight them so that you won't move your fabric. So it's like a weighted magnet ruler, if you will, to lay on your fabric. Now, they also have these smaller magnets for holding down things and for stabilizing things. So say for instance, if you had something in the hoop that you were doing, if you were an embroiderer and you wanted to float something and get it closer to your frame, well, they use it for all different things. So like this, they have their magnets where it's holding down this the what's that thing called, the zipper. And then they also have it where it's just holding down pieces as they're piecing. They also have it for the long arm, where if you were a long armor, you could actually put the magnets against your bar. And then, of course, like I said, for embroiderers and people that are cutting fabric, they have it where you can actually use it to hold down your fabric as well. So they have a lot of different uses. They have a lot of different styles. Like they even have like little tiny ones, round dots. And so these are the young ladies and their mom. And so they, I mean, it's a pretty good product. I mean, I purchased the little magnetic pack that gives me the different options if I was doing something with my backings and all that kind of stuff and things that need to hold down. Now, one of the other things I thought was really cool is they also have this magnet that you can wear. So you put this on yourself and basically you can pick up, or like when you're taking your pins out, as you're sewing, you can just it'll catch it. Yep, it'll catch it. Just don't sling it in your eye, but yeah, it can catch it for you. The other thing I bought was the bigger ones for my long arm. So these are the bigger ones and they're heavier. So I got those for my long arm. Now, as I was digging in here, I forgot to tell y'all. So like the Stripology Gun Run, she has books as well. You say you need them. Yes. So she has books and patterns. And so I did purchase some patterns because, honey, I'm gonna be about my quilting life after this little conference because they have gotten a sister um ready to go. So I am in it to win it. Plus, I would like to take Gumrun's class on the stripology ruler, which I own. So I bought a couple patterns. This one's called Ava, and these are by GE Quilt Designs. So I hope you can see it. Let me stop sharing this one. Then you'll be able to see. So this one's called Ava. She has a grab and go tote, which I think is super cute. It's huge too. This one's called Trinity. I think that's so cute. You see those big old triangles? I can see that so good in like a pretty pink and green. What else do I have here? Oh, so I showed y'all the Diddy bag. That's the Diddy bag. And then I also bought the Travel Duffel 2.1. That was by Annie. Sorry if I'm mixing things up. So, GE Designs also has these little things. They're called ruler stickers. And what you do with ruler stickers is they're placeholders for your different items. So, like for example, if I want to cut in certain spaces or I want to cut certain places because the ruler's huge, you mark it and then you just are able to cut from there. Of course, it's going to be pink and green. So then she has these books. Now, one of her things that she does is Tipsy Tuesdays. Now, I love her Tipsy Tuesdays because she always has a drink and she wants you to go get you a drink too. So, but these are the stripology, a couple of stripology books. And of course, they were significantly reduced at market. So I had to get them because all of mine that I bought was probably the price of one retail. So, yes, I got them all. I'm going to make some stuff. So this is the stripology squared. And then I got stripology mixology. Now the one I didn't get was number 2. And I probably should have, but I didn't. So I got stripology mixology number 3. So I have to make 3 of her quilts before I can take the class. So I'll be a quilt making person, like I said earlier. Get ready for me over here cutting up some stuff because I'm going to be making some quilts. Yes, I am. And I just have to take a picture and send them to her. So get ready for that. And then I actually bought the ruler, the book for the ruler. So I'm excited about that because it's going to give me more cuts, more things that I can do with the rulers that I have. Now, one of the things I didn't mention, So Tight. Oh yeah, I did say that. So Tight had made the thing with the ruler, so that's the bigger ruler. So, and they have a lot. Now, Miss Pauline also has some new grids that she uses. I picked up dot to dot because I figured that would be easier. But I also have this same pattern on my Pro Stitcher Lite. But this will give me how to make it free-handed on my domestic machine because I would like to be able to teach about using your domestic machine and freehand quilting as well as the long arm and freehand quilting. So I think those go kind of hand in hand, pun intended. Okay. All right. So now these were freebies. So Gunrun gave me these. And what this is she has some new clips. When I tell you, Miss Veronica, you're going to love these clips, honey. She has new clips. And so this is from her class that she taught. They are huge. So these are the bigger clips. And she still has the little teeny tiny baby ones. And this is pink, of course. But what she gave us was the ability to number them. So you can number them or label them so you'll know where your what order you're going in as you're piecing or getting ready to piece your quilts. So, yes. Now, those people, the group that actually had that other little strip thingy where you push stuff down, they're also the guys that sell all of the magic clips and the magic pins, right? So they gave me some magic pins and clips actually to try out. So I was super excited about that. I just walked over to their booth, watched a little demonstration, and they gave me some pins and clips. Now, one set of the pins, you know what? It looks like double forks. It is. So they gave me some that are like double forks. And then they gave me what they call their magic clip. And it says easy to read markings. Um, and it also says the clip that you can sew over. That's that. So those were some other freebies that I got. Those are pretty cool. The other thing, let's see, I'm almost to the bottom of my little haul here. I did get from By Annie. I bought a pack of so she had her zipper by the yard, but it came with like these multicolored zippers, so I couldn't pass that up because I don't have any zippers like that. So I got that from By Annie, but I purchased those. There was also for those people that actually hand sew. I met this gentleman and his wife, and I think his wife makes these. Yes, her name's Amy. So basically, if you hand sew and your thread gets a little linty, she made this little tube which looks like lipstick. So you got to keep it away from the kids. We don't want them trying to eat this or anything. But what you do is you would take your thread and as you're sewing, especially if you're hand sewing, you would rub it across there and it would add kind of a silicone type coating to it so it doesn't fray, it doesn't shred. And I'm gonna try this on my machine stuff too, because it might be pretty good for that as well. So, but that's what it does. And I also I also met the gentleman from what's his name? Trevor from oh, I have the ruler. Oh, Quilter Select out of R&K. Now, they actually have software where you can build your own quilt patterns. Y'all know my mind was all over the place. I was like, oh my God, what can I make? I can make so many things. And by the way, there was a light company there that had amazing freaking lights, but I didn't buy one. I held my constraint because I already knew I didn't have anywhere to put it and I would have to ship it. So guess what? I waited, but I might still go back and get it. Don't tell nobody. Maybe it'll be a Christmas gift. Um, so I still have more patterns. So these are by GE Design, and this one's called Gloria. Isn't that like really funky cool? I can't wait. I want to use some really cool colors in there. And then this one's called Harmony. And then this is the So Simple Wallet by Annie. It's super cute. Um, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah. So Quick to Select in their presentation, they gave us bobbins. You never can have too many bobbins. And I also have a runner. This is by GE Designs as well. I think I can make that now. Like before, I made one a long time ago. I don't know if I ditched it, throw it away, what happened to it. maybe it just like fell in the trash. I don't know. But I made one similar to that. My lines did not come out at all the way like this V. My lines, they kind of did that. And it was supposed to be a quilt by numbers. My numbers did not match up. No. I might be able to do better. Now I know how to cut a little bit better. Um, let's see what else. Oh my gosh. Okay. So steady, so steady, so sorry, so steady. Okay, so steady, the company that made the acrylic tables, they also have this solution that you put a little bit on the acrylic, and it's supposed to make everything like very, very smooth and able to slide better. So I'm gonna try it on my acrylic on my machine to see. Now, if that junk gets stuck after I put it on there, I'm gonna tell y'all. I might record it and put it on there like, it only works on cast acrylic. I will let you know what happens because I'm gonna try it. I promise you, I'm gonna try it. Okay. What else did I find? Oh, these came from the spree. So from the spree, they also had these bags. So it was everything in the bag, like the whole kit. You got the leather strap or faux leather, it's probably faux leather. But you have to add your own applique or you have to add your own cover. But everything is in the bag. Just say it's in the bag. It's in the bag. Okay. Then they had a little wristlet as well. And so everything's in the bag. They even got the needles in the bag. Do y'all see that? The needle is in the bag too. Everything you need to finish this little project is in the bag. So these are called the Georgia Clutch, and they're by Aster and it's called it's it's a product of Wonderfield, the people that make the thread. All right, let's see what else we got over here. I think I'm getting down to the bottom. Oh, I did get a couple of basic colors. This was in a dollar sale. So remember, they said, hey, everything over here is $1. We all went. So got a couple things for $1. So this 10 by 10 bundle, these are basics. And literally it has like the warm colors. So you have yellow, orange, red. It's like a little pink in there. And then I have a cool colors bundle as well. So it's like your greens, your blues. It's not bad for $1. 10 by 10. So nothing else. I could play with it, see how I like it. If not, I could just practice my cutting skills because I'm gonna need that, especially on this braid thing. Before I start cutting these V's, I'm gonna need to know I can actually cut it right. So this dollar material gonna come in handy. I'm gonna put that right there with the dollar material. So that way, when it comes in handy, it comes in handy. All right. So I told you guys about this, but I didn't show you, which is the thing that makes the stuff go into circles. And this is by So Steady, and it has a whole little thing on it. It's called Universal Circles Straight Tool. So how to make your circles straight, that's this. I'm gonna make some circles on one of these things. Probably won't be on that V quilt, but I will have circles. So I think that is all for the haul that was at the market. So now let me show you guys some beautiful quilts, okay? Because it wouldn't be a quilt market without the quilts, okay? So let me add this back. So can you guys see that okay? Or do I need to make it bigger? Because I could just I can hide myself and let's hide that. And then we'll do it like that. Whoop, wrong way. Mm-mm. That's me. Mm, I'm trying to add myself back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there I am. Okay. All right. So that is it. Yes, the event is every year, Miss Marla. Yes, it is. They actually have it twice a year, but it's in Houston every year around the same time. In the springtime, it's in different cities. I don't know if it's as big, but it is definitely every year. Yeah. Um, Yeah. Okay. So I think that is all for my haul. Now I got to find a place to put all this stuff. Don't tell nobody because I just cleaned my room and I got a ton of fabric too. So we're not going to tell nobody. We're just going to put this stuff away and be ready to quilt later. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And we will talk later because I will probably be back on tomorrow because I have to finish a quilt and I'm probably going to quilt live. Um, Bloopers, bleepers, and blunders of a new quilter. Okay, that's what we're going to call it probably. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening. Thanks again for joining, and I will see you later. Bye.